What's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Raid Shadow Legends. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and talking about the mystery section and really, or mastery section, and really how they do function. Now, this is something that I've been kind of working on a little bit, but it's definitely one of the areas that is way less worked on compared to the rest of my account here, mainly because I've been very focused on the pink stars, which will probably be a different video later down the line, because I want to get up a lot of my blue characters and talk more about these. But besides that point here, we're talking about the masteries in today's video, and masteries are fairly important. Before we continue with the video, be sure to support my channel by clicking the link in the description and starting a new Raid Shadow Legends account. You'll also get $200 worth of free goodies, a legendary champion, as well as 4 awesome epics as you level up. Make sure to use the code Desert Queen as well to get another legendary if you do want to. And this helps out not only just me, but the channel a lot. So be sure to click that link and join me in Raid now. Now, for a lot of my characters, I have not really worked on them. I started a little bit on some of them, such as like Kael, as well as a little on Rector Draft here, but I haven't really hardcore sat down and actually started doing them. Main reason is because to some extent, I'm still trying to learn how to flip they freaking work, if I'm being honest. Now, this is the first character I ended up getting. And the reason that we got this is because we ended up maxing out our gem mine very early. And so what I ended up doing was I ended up having 800 little gems here, and I started maxing out my mastery. So for Tholin Foulbeard, I specifically went through and maxed out his whole entire mastery, and I slowly started picking around the stats that I want to mess with. If you guys don't know exactly what the mastery section is here, you can click that little button at the top here, and all this is going to do is tell you that these are pretty much small little perks that can improve your stats based on what you select. Now, all of them are going to be fairly unique. They are going to require these little mastery scrolls here, in which we are going to talk about a little bit more today, but you can only have 2 of these paths. So as you see, I only have the attack and healing path here. If I wanted to get the other path, I would have to reset both of these and then be able to unlock this one. Now, the reset obviously is going to be fairly interesting because you would have to just get rid of everything and then spec into the other one. And it's pretty much just specking into different classifications on your character. Well, I did some looking up on different videos for Tholin, and these are the ones that I ended up having to pick here just to make them work. And it does change a ton when it does come down to your characters. So to prepare for my other characters here, we're going to be going ahead and doing some of these on screen here inside of the dungeon section, and which is probably the most important section that we'll need to do a video on as well. Now, currently we have Force Keep open, which technically I should be grinding. And I do have a lot of red characters that I do want to use, such as like we obviously have Rector Draft, who still needs 1 of her stars. We have let's see, a couple other characters I want to try here, which is Rear Guard Sergeant here. We have another one being this champion here as well that I want to check out. Don't know if either one are fully good yet. If you guys can tell me down below in the comment section, that would be much obliged. But we have a lot of characters that we still have to go over. But besides the point, the big one is going to be the masteries area. Now, masteries, you can go ahead and take a look at inside the Minotaur's Labyrinth. And I've been going through it for quite some time here, but I've mainly been trying to start grinding it. The hard part about this is it does get difficult, and I mean really difficult. It's been some time since I've done it here, so obviously I might have a little bit of change of heart now, and we might can try it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this team on in here. Hopefully it does a lot better than how it was. But dude, these bosses, they don't be playing around, man. Like after a while, I started getting my butt handed to me, and I thought I was actually going to be able to kind of take them down pretty easily, but I didn't know how fast that this game is going to kind of escalate. But by going through this dungeon here, you're obviously gonna have to fight a plethora of different monsters, including a huge boss, which I don't remember how big its health bar really is. But once you end up beating it, you're then going to get these scrolls, and the scrolls themselves are all by random. They can either go for your characters or either just straight up go for just anything, to be honest, from what I've noticed. And I'm going to see if we can make this work. Now, the problem here is we just kind of lost our healer. I would have loved not to lose that, because with a boss like this, and you guys can see that HP, he is going to take a lot to take down. Now, granted, I think we're still pretty decent because Uugo is helping us out a decent bit, and we do still have some nice heals on us. So I think we should be pretty much great. But in the future, if we're taking out anything and they just kind of get rid of us, we're gonna have a problem. Granted, for us, as you can see here, by completing this, we got 19 of these basic scrolls, and those are going to help us specifically get Kyle. And so I'm going to just try to get through as much of this as possible because I need so many of these actual rewards here. So hopefully you guys have been having a decent time when it does come down to raid here. I know I've been enjoying it. Sure, there's been times where, of course, I felt a wee bit bored, especially when it does come down to this here, because of the amount of stamina it does intake, or at least take away from us. I will say it's been a long fight. Now, I've never been frozen like that. That is terrifying. Oh, yeah, I don't like being frozen. That is not nice. Not nice at all, because in the bad attempt that if that does keep us frozen for a long time, we could easily die. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's do this here. Get a little shocky shock on them, get that continuous on us as well, and then go ahead and continue knocking down the enemy. Now, I think this run is actually better than the last run, surprisingly, and it's probably because we didn't lose Rector Draft so early. But right now, you guys can see this, dude. You can see how freaking problematic these monsters are being here, and this is with us still having a little bit of the upper hand. But man, jeez, these are some very strong enemies here, and we didn't even get our second hit down either. Ooh, that could have been a little bit easier. There we go. Now we got our second hit. We ignored defense as well, so I think it's looking back into our favor. But dude, we're gonna try and get a couple characters up on their masteries, or at least gather as much stuff as possible for masteries, because those make a huge difference. You know, I think I would like some of that extra power, especially when I'm trying to get through a lot of my stages. So let's go ahead and knock this on out and see how this does do here. But give him a good old bonk on the head a couple times, and I'm pretty positive we're fine. We got defense decrease, we got the poisoning, we got double heals, everything that we could want. I think we're looking pretty good right now, man. I thought this would be a lot more of a problem, but right now we're looking kind of smooth. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna regret saying that, because I want to be so real with you. Whenever I say stuff like that, I'm probably gonna get clobbered the next time, but I still think we're doing pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. So continue taking down the stage itself here and see what happens. Now, recently I did hear there was like a huge announcement on raid. I was not paying attention to it at the time, mainly because I was really just paying attention to everything else. But I do wonder what's going to be in store. From what I heard from a lot of people, they said that the whole deal was actually pretty interesting. So hopefully it's some good news, especially when it does come down to me being a little bit new on raid itself. But go ahead and just smash some sense into these dudes here. I think we can still win this as long as our Tholin continues getting those double hits. If they don't get the double hit, then I mean, we might be in a wee bit of trouble. But other than that, I feel like we're looking pretty dang decent here. We got a revive off, so Kyle's back here. He's going to be backing us up a little bit more as well, which is great. He has the veil on, so I don't have to worry about him getting hit currently. But let's see if we can end up winning this a little bit. Now, I say not hit currently, and homeboy using AoE attack. Okay, you bum. But let's go ahead and knock him here, do a little bit more damage to him. I don't remember if we have an attack downer on this team. Oh, dang. Whoa. Tholin. What did he do? What did he do? I don't believe that was justified. I feel like that poor man got just straight up smacked up for absolutely no reason. But okay, cool. Let's just go ahead, cook these dudes here. I guess we set up pretty darn well with the defense downs, but he's never done that much damage before. Maybe I missed it, but like that was a lot of damage he just decided to dish out randomly. So I mean, like, interesting. I wonder how that's gonna be done. Let's see what we got. Keep on knocking at them, making sure we keep them on down. Oh god. Whoa, this is only round 2, and why we doing all that? Okay, we over here knocking out my characters and junk. That kind of hurts. I'm actually scared here because there's only 3 of us. Well, 4 of us, I guess, if you count the last one there. But that means we can't get back our other guy, which is a little bit of a problem area. But nothing Tholin can't take care of, because he is over here putting in work here. Got the 2 slap into this, the major down hit. Oh yeah, no, I think I might be set. I might be okay. So hold on, Tholin putting in overtime. Oh my god. Okay, grinding up masteries as long as he's doing stuff like this might not be too bad. Sure, a little bit RNG would induced, but he's actually putting in work right, which is so cool to freaking see. That honestly, I didn't think that it would happen this way. Let's see. Let's go ahead and continue going and see how this does happen. And we won right there. It's over with. You know, the fight's done. The fight's over with, guys. It's freaking over with. That's freaking crazy. I did not think we would just clobber that whole area, because obviously I wanted to make sure we were getting enough done to like get up a couple of our characters, or at least slowly get up our characters here. But man, we fully completed this. So I guess the highest I can grind is this one. So what I'm going to do is let's put this like this here. And I'm fairly curious. I want to see if they can clear this naturally. If they can clear it naturally, pretty much getting up our characters will be a breeze, and then we'll be able to actually select our masteries to make this even easier for us. But like, it was awesome. That was actually awesome. So let's see if Tholin can continue hitting what he's been hitting, because I don't know who made him angry, but today he decided to just say, forget it. No more Mr. Nice Man and just clocking everybody. So let's see what happens here. Wreck the draft. I don't need to die. Like, you can kill everybody else for now. But wreck the draft. I definitely need them to stay a little bit alive, because they are at least contributing to our living situation here. But got some smacks in. Get another hammer in. Get another 2 smacks in right there. Okay, hold on. We're actually doing pretty decent. And then due to our relic that we have on Kyle, if we're debuffed, actually, we actually deal more damage. Unfortunately, we died right as we got that debuff, so that does kind of suck. I think we're still pretty decent right now. Like, okay, yeah, sure, she's gonna die. Perfectly fine here. But if I'm right, we do get a revive in a second. Get the revive. 2 more hits. Get another shock in there. Everyone's getting loved. All right, cool. And we have our debuffs. This is great. Okay, cool. Boom, boom. Getting some more smacks in. Can we get a follow-up? Nah, dang it. No follow-up there, which is what I was kind of hoping for. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. And just like that, we're back to the boss again. Oh my gosh. We're actually cooking. Like, Tholin is a whole monster when it does come down to this here. So we're going to immediately finish this off and see how many mysteries we can go ahead and come back with, to at least see if they're really, really good, or at least going to be really strong in the future. Because yeah, the mysteries are definitely, or masteries are definitely going to be insane here. But we're gonna have to eat that real quick. Get a little slap in here. Boom, hit him in the face a little bit. And then I think from here is just, that's all she wrote. If we can get one more crit too, because like another thing with Tholin I've noticed, even for content, if you just can't crit, then you're not dealing the craziest amount of damage. But boom, and just like that, we are officially done. I think Kyle actually is done in general. So let's quit current battle and let's go back, because I'm fairly interested to see if he's just done in general. So first things first, check this on out. I think the best one to choose for him is support. So I'm not really going to worry about that too much here. But what are we going to invest in? Kyle is one of our other dudes who is very, very strong. I'm wondering if we can honestly like make this kind of work out in our favor. Let's see what we got here. Let's go for our Kyle. There's a couple bonuses we can run. So we do know, obviously, we need to make sure he is able to deal some crazy damage. I want him to be able to inflict, yeah, when his HP is full. So since he is one of our starters, let's go ahead and make sure his HP is full. He's getting much from that. We'll make sure if the target is less than the amount of HP, we should be able to use this here. But we need 80. Oh no, I thought when they said 32, that should have been enough. They said we need 80. Okay, so yeah, we got some grinding cut out for us, man. And then there's 120. So I think in total, since we have 80, 120, that's 200 right there. We have another 400 right there. And then, oh my gosh, we need 800 and something just to finish this out. That's going to be crazy here. But I guess bit by bit shouldn't really hurt too much here. So that's fine with how we got it for now. I think this is good, and we'll slowly build our way down. What I'm thinking for at least this cyber side, or at least the support side, is anything that has accuracy should be pretty helpful for us. So if we can get accuracy out of it, that will be a good deal. That just seems pretty decent here. Yeah, turn meter for AoE skills, and also that, as well as base stats, these will definitely be used in the end. And I'll see what I can end up doing here. That's another debuff one there as well, and then another chance for a debuff cast to freeze and stuff. Yeah, these will probably be very good for Kyle as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on grinding for this. We just have to figure out if this is worth doing or not. But let me know down below in the comment section if you guys know any builds that are really good for Kyle. If you do, please do let me know. But for now, thank y'all for watching, and peace out.
Be sure to support my channel by clicking the link in the description and starting a new Raid Shadow Legends account. You'll also get $200 worth of free goodies, a legendary champion, as well as 4 awesome epics as you level up. Make sure to use the code Desert Queen as well to get another legendary if you do want to. And this helps out not only just me, but the channel a lot. So be sure to click that link and join me in Raid now. I appreciate all you guys, and peace out.